Hey, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Matt.
And welcome to Southern Glamour Outdoors. I'm Kayla, this is my husband Matt, and in this video we're going to be reviewing some ground blinds for you guys as well as Matt's crossbow. This will be my first year hunting, and Matt has been hunting since he was a young teenager, so I'm going to let him go ahead and in just a short summary tell you about what we're going to do today.
Hey guys, so I wasn't a big fan of ground blinds at first. I always liked hunting from a tree stand whenever I was hunting deer, but I kept on running into situations where there wasn't a tree that was straight enough to climb, or the trees were all too big in the big mature hardwoods, or they were all too small, too crooked, or something like that. And getting a family and wanting to be able to shear hunting with my wife and with my son one day, I began to look out and venture into the ground blind world, and I fell in love with it. They're just so useful. Now there are some downsides to ground blinds. You have scent control. It's a whole different ball game, especially with archery hunting and scent control. When you're hunting on the ground, you're sweating. It's early in the season. It's the end of July now, and that's why we're doing this video, is because our archery season's coming up soon. But it's hard to contain your scent a lot of times. A lot of friends of mine that use ground blinds use products like Ozonics and other things that cover and mask the scent. But other than the scent, and other than maybe even being able to get to see out a little bit better if you're hunting around CRP or something like that, I would much rather hunt out of a ground blind any day of the week. They're so much lighter to carry in. I mean, this is my biggest ground blind right here, and it is, I mean, maybe 5 pounds at max. The one Kayla's got in her hands is a one-man ground blind, and they're just so super light. You can just throw them right on top of your pack. Got your bow, and you can hike for miles back in the woods, and it doesn't even phase you. I will say as a disclaimer that if you're archery hunting, I would go set up your blind at least a week or two before you plan on hunting that area. Spray it down with some scent killer and things like that to be able to make sure the deer get used to it. But if you're just hunting does, hey, whatever. I've killed deer and seen deer out of both of these blinds after only having them set up for just a few hours, if not, in one case, maybe 15 minutes. So either way, it's up to you. But we just wanted to be able to show you and give you a little review of these. They're extremely inexpensive if you look in the right places and are not into the big names and everything. Fine if you are, but I'm a poor boy, so I use poor boy products, and they work just fine. Stay tuned. We'll show you assembling these in just a minute.
Okay guys, we are back. This is the Ameristep Doghouse blind. This is a 2-person blind. I have personally sat in this one with Matt last hunting season. I went with him one time, and it's got a lot of room. You can use any kind of a hunting rifle, shotgun, bow out of this blind and be comfortable. So Matt's going to take it out and show you what it looks like, how easy it is to set it up. One person can really do it. I'm just going to help him just for the sake of time. It has stakes, and it has poles that actually go in the top of the roof of it. We do not have them on us at this moment, but you'll just get an idea of what it looks like.
All right.
And it is waterproof. I did fail to mention that. It is waterproof.
All right, guys, watch how easy this comes. Now back up just a hair.
Okay.
Now watch out how easy this comes apart. That bag's down. Push some of this camo stuff out, and literally it's this simple. Just pop your side out. Spread out, ready to go. So the difference in what we're not going to show you in this video for sake of time is when we do go in the ground blind, we're not going to put the roof pieces in. They're poles like tent stakes, and they just elevate this up just a hair. Stay tuned. We're going to get the windows down, get a chair in here, give you kind of a feel of how much room's actually in this blind. All right, guys, we're back with you. I apologize if the video's a little shaky, but here we have the blind fully constructed, minus the top tent poles and the stakes in it. But just give you a walk around. You can see the shoot-through mesh right there. You can see Kayla just briefly there. Now, the only reason you can see through this blind is because the backside's not blacked out. If the backside was blacked out, all you would see is mesh. If you wear a black hoodie or something like that in there, then you'll be able to be hidden very, very well. The game will never know you're there as far as seeing you. We can walk around this way. This is the door, and the entry door here. Kayla, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, hey, there you go. But this is the door right here where you zip in and go in. Got a little bit of leafy camo around the edges of this blind. Not too crazy about it. I mean, it's definitely not enough camo in my opinion. I'd always suggest brushing the blind in. I'll walk over this window right here, and you can barely see through until you get right here. So you can see it does give an awfully lot of concealment. Kayla, unzip that window right there, the small window. Actually, you can unzip. Yeah, go ahead and unzip the small window. That's fine. All right. So you can kind of get an idea how dark it is. If you stay back in the rear of the blind, there's shadows there to be able to hide really well in, even if you do have to resort in opening all the windows. The more light you let in, the more the game are going to be able to see you move around in there. But if you have to, you have to. We're going to go back to the rear of the blind again. I'll show you the door right. Sorry for the poor video quality there, but there she is getting out. Just set a regular chair in there, and there's plenty of room with a crossbow, a compound bow, or anything else in there. Go in the blind and take a look, and you can kind of see looking out. It's kind of hard because of it being so dark in there to see how much room, but Kayla can put this chair in here to show you. There's plenty of room for two people in the blind, and it does get a little toasty early season, but it keeps you dry, and all in all, it is a super excellent ground blind. I think I paid $60 for this blind. Ameristep Doghouse. Go get you one.
Okay, guys, so Matt has got the poles out of the top and zipped up. So he's going to show you how easy it is to take it down and put it in the bag in sufficient time.
All right, guys, so this was super intimidating to me. I was scared to death. This was one of the hardest things as a kid. I always hated packing a tent up because of these springs. If you don't fold it the right way, you're going to struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle with it. But once you get it down, it's just a science. It packs up almost as quickly as it is assembled. So just watch how we do this. All we do is lay it down flat. Lay it down flat. Fold it back over this way. Take and fold it to the middle. Sometimes you get a little bit of excess fabric right there. Fold it over to the middle. Roll it in, kind of a figure eight. Rolls over top of itself again and packs into a circle to go right back in your pouch. Easy, easy, easy. We're going to show you a different type of blind here in a minute, and Kayla's going to assemble that.
Okay, guys, I'm back. This is the Ameristep Gunner ground blind. You cannot shoot a compound bow out of this blind. This is a one-person blind instead of a two-person. and I'm going to show you how to set it up. It's pretty much exactly like the one Matthew showed you, except again, like I said, it's a one person. It is waterproof. You slide it down like that, pretty much pops itself up. We went through a trial run with this and found that ants had decided to make a home in it. So there are some holes that we are going to have to repair for hunting season. Matt's going to help me set this up. But here are your windows right here that you can zip up. You don't have to have them all open. And you can fit you a nice little chair. Thank you, honey. You can fit you a nice chair in there with your rifle, shotgun, crossbow. And so yeah, there you have it. And then here in just a second, we're going to show you how to take it down. Pretty much the exact same way like you would the doghouse blind, but we're going to show you anyways. Stay tuned.
Alright guys, so once again, this was the Ameristep Gunner ground blind. Excellent little blind. I shot a nice buck. I unfortunately couldn't find him last year, but I shot a nice buck out of this blind. This blind, I wouldn't worry so much about brushing in. Many times I've set this blind up, especially in hay fields or taller grass fields, anywhere wherever I can kind of push the blind back into some cover or have taller grasses around me to be able to kind of conceal myself. I've seen deer many times out of this blind. It is tight quarters like Kayla mentioned. Cannot shoot a compound bow. There's absolutely no way that you can shoot a compound bow out of this. If you could, you would have to do it from the setting position, and you'd have to shoot it out of a fully open window on one of these sides over here. There's just not enough room to get sideways in the blind this way. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to take it down. Like she said also, a lot of ants were in this blind. I would definitely periodically pull your hunting stuff out and make sure that these critters aren't eating it to pieces. This was in a nice dry shed, and the ants made their way in there, and they've almost destroyed this blind, so I may not even get but maybe one more season out of this blind unless we invest in some duct tape. So here we go. I'm going to put the sack down right here. I'm going to take this blind, just fold it up just like this right here, and I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but I'm just folding it over like this right here. I'm bringing it in just like I did that other blind, and that figure eight shape packs up nicely just like this right here and goes right back into the pouch. It slides easily right back into the pouch, and you're on your way back to the truck ready to get warm, ready to get in the air conditioning for this early season bow hunt. Alright, well there you have it guys. Thanks for watching. We're not endorsed by Ameristep in any way. Any of the videos we do are just solely because we enjoy doing them. It's fun for me and my wife to be able to do something like this, share our adventures with you. Hunting just happens to be part of one of those adventures. Once again, Ameristep Gunner ground blind was the one man, and the doghouse was the two man. Kayla, do you have anything?
Y'all stay tuned for more videos. See you soon. Bye.